Back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be testing out a map that I made in Horizon 5. Alright, so we are at my race, which, as you'll see if you put in the share code, which will be in the description later when this is released and published, it's called True Goliath. And I mean that in every sense of the word. But I think for this race, I'm going to use I definitely know BMW. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to use. I really don't. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. No, I'm not going to use that Mustang yet. Yeah, and the Mustang may look a little different. It's because it is. And that'll be in a different video. No Formula Drift. I really don't know what car to use for this race. You know what? I think I actually do know what car I'm going to use. Oh, the Koenigsegg. You know what? The Koenigsegg 1. Oh, we'll use that. We'll use that for this race. See how far we can go. Now, I'm not going to show the map for this race, mostly because you're just going to have to see. Most of it might get cut out, maybe not. Well, maybe bits and pieces. I'm going to try and keep it as much as possible, but there's no way I see it. There's a pro stock. How you are pro stock in this race? So this race starts out like the normal Goliath, besides the checkpoints. But okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just starts out normal, like the normal Goliath, but then, as you go, you'll notice why it's called True Goliath. And I'm not gonna lie, it does live up to the name. I can promise you that. Okay. I wasn't trying to go into the grass, it just did. Why is there? Okay. Why is there anti-lag on this? Or no, it's not anti-lag. I don't know what that is actually. Yeah, this right about here is when you notice it's not like the normal Goliath, because usually you would turn, go around, and then straight on. No. You may have got a little bit of a sneak peek to the map. It's the only bit you're going to get to see in part of the race. you hear me not talking, it's because I'm trying to like lock in because there's a lot of sharp turns in this race. It's very technical, and I will say there are so many ways to cheese this map, but if you want a like clean racing experience, I would just take the racing line. Because what you could do at this part is fly off the map, which I have seen some AIs do while testing this map. Wow, that part has never happened to me before. I just went a little too fast. But yeah. This anti-lag is actually not moving. Come on, get on the road. Thank you. I haven't made another, like a drag race. I did make like a drag race and other stuff, races like that. Mostly drag races. One of them, actually two of them, ending up not being really drag races at all, except for one of them towards the end, but that'll be a whole different video. I think, honestly, depending, these might just come out as multiple videos, I think with each map, and the share code will be at the bottom for that map, will be at the bottom of the description. But I will say for 2 maps, there's a specific car that I found is really good for them. And, but, like I said, that's going to be a different video, probably not different time for recording it, but definitely different video. I tend to, when I do record these videos, I do tend to do, multiple in a session. That way I have the rest of the day just free. But yeah. One thing I will note for this race is do not be surprised if you DNF anybody, especially if you race cleanly and good, like really good. Because I've noticed even with unbeatable AI, it's very easy to DNF them. Like, I would, like, really easy to DNF people. But, yeah, it's, and there's this part where you go through a portion, like a small portion of the city. That is very easy to mess up on if you go way too fast. Yeah. Okay. I know it has been a while since I have recorded, or you've seen a video on this channel. That's because I've been doing some other stuff and trying to figure out how to record Forza videos on PS5, which is what this is on, at least until Horizon 6 comes out. So when Horizon 6 comes out, it's videos pumped out, streams pumped out. Oh no. I saw that in the car lifting. There's a bit of this race towards I would say the end that you do go flying if your car is not planted. And every car I've used on this race has survived, but they're not gone flying off the track. But or flying off the road, but I'm not looking forward to this car being in that list. And this is another bit that you know it's not part of the real Goliath. But most of this you'll see most of the struggles if you just pick a hypercar thinking, oh, it's a normal Goliath. No. It is entirely not the OG Goliath. In fact, this is far from the OG Goliath. There's bits and pieces that are like the OG Goliath, but are not the OG Goliath. And this is one of those many sections. Now, if you're in a car that don't really turn very slowly, like corner very slow, you may get passed by the AI up here, but usually you'll be fine once you get to the top of the mountain. Once you get to the top of the mountain, you're pretty fine. Oh, yeah, I don't. Okay, that's also never happened to me on this race before ever. But I think to not spoil any more of this, for a little bit more of this, I'm going to future me cut out however much. Oh no, I forgot. Ugh. Oh, we're back on break? Okay, cool. So, we finished the mountain portion. Now, we're back on the road, and it's... From here, it's just... Once we get to a certain point, it is back to normal Goliath road. But, actually, I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here that you kind of go back to normal Goliath things. But I will say that for a good portion of this you can no lift, but on that part you really don't want to, because it's just it's terrible. Because like if you no lift that part, you're going a little too fast and don't see the turn coming up, you're looking at flying up the road. For a good portion of this, you can no lift it and you can just go full zoom in. There's bits and pieces I wouldn't recommend doing it, but you can do it. Alright, we're getting to that part where I was talking about I'm just gonna go flying. And it's coming up right there. Oh my god, I got like a couple inches off the ground there. Oh. Alright. I think from this point on, the mountain part I kind of want to be a surprise, so when this is being edited, I'll probably just cut it out. But this, on the other hand, I don't think will ever get cut out. So you're just going, if you're in a car that is good enough to have every other person on you, it's an epic drag race straight to a certain point. Now originally it was going to go straight on the highway till about here, go straight around the thing and then end there, but I didn't have enough miles left, so I just went down and then in. Now there's a portion from here to the end, actually to here, from there to about right about where the center of the giant circle is. That part is the most dangerous because you got a whole lot of trees. And if you hit either one of those trees and they're close to you, you're just gonna get passed. But then again, they follow the driving line to the T, so it's, yeah. But being that we are coming up on the end exit, I'm going to slow down, because you really do want to slow down for this portion. And then you can speed up a little bit. Just keep yourself gaining speed, this was a realistic race, dude. You keeping your tires hot, but it's not a realistic race. It's a race I created. But yeah. From this point on, you're just going straight towards some people's absolute demise. Okay. I did, when I was testing this map before I published it, I was thinking, when I was doing the driving line, I was like, yeah, this can be easy, I can no lift that, good. And this is where it gets difficult. Yeah. Oh. I say don't hit trees, I immediately hit a tree. A little bit after, but now, I will say, I did make a car that would have actually been perfect for this, and now I'm kind of regretting not using it. It was a Huracan STO, and it was off-road built, like off-road tuned. And I didn't think about it when I was to the cars. I could have most definitely used that. Done. Well, 24 minutes. A little bit left of that because we cut out. But we're going to wait and see if I DNF anybody. Actually, I'm not. So that was, oh yeah, that's something I did forget to mention. You get a lot of XP. You get a lot of XP from these races. So keep that in mind when you're doing the races. You're in first, you get good XP. I've went from 130 something to what I'm at now, 197. And you get a bit of a credit boost. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.